Hello, welcome to building the Milton Valley Railroad. That's not supposed to be on. One moment. There we go. Right, it's all loaded in. We are ready to go. So last time we started building this port area down here, and there's a link to something. Oh right, the hello song. Hello, hello, yes, hello. We started building this port area down here. I don't think it's got anything to do with wine, but who knows what's in the boxes. So, I don't think so. I think it's safe to click. So, I did look at some reference material in between then and now, so hopefully this will go not terribly. But first, I need to set the render distance down, and then I want to have a quick look at our cement plant. There it is. Welcome. Yeah, yes. This is the cement loading, and that's the gravel unloading. Yes, of course. Alright, we were using those ones for that. Great. Okay. Just keep that in mind if it becomes necessary. Also, what was the specific product we were using? Oh, right, it's low. The display is still loading. Hold on. Right, no, do those. The Kango curl. Curl? Mafangyo? No, it doesn't have the same rotate. Just let it load the UI for a bit. And I guess also the rest of the map. There we go, it's getting there. Oh wait, can I even click on it like that? Oh yes, I can, good. So that is the... oh, it's just called cement. Okay. Maker School, welcome. Yeah, what's up? Hope your day is better than mine. Well, I have no context, but my day is going good so far, so... who knows? Just context, Rickroll. Yeah. I know. Oh, you're right, you mean because of the yaw and pitch. Yeah, I see. Hello, yes. Yeah, that is a possibility. People are not always in the best of moods. Hopefully this stream will help with that. Okay, so I think this loop is still a little bit small. I think maybe if I move this out a little bit like that, then perhaps that would be a bit better. We'd have to put a train on it to see what it would look like. I still always forget about the layers. I actually saw this really interesting film about yard working in Australia. It was by Sydney. Leah and Trainz? Leah? What do you mean? What does she have to do with any of this? Also, if we've already got this siding coming in this way, we might as well just connect that one up, I think. Oh, the UI is still not loaded properly. What's a good name for a Trainz railroad? Because I'm thinking of starting over. Depends on what kind of place and era you're trying to make. Like if it's a US route, then perhaps naming the route after a town or something like that that's supposed to be near it might be good. Or maybe name it after the state that it's in or something like that. And no, I don't mean in the state of disrepair. The disrepair and Central Railroad doesn't quite have the same ring to it. Depends on where it is and what kind of services it provides, yes. Bellingvale and Kelly Creek Valley Railroad. Shadows layer because of layers. I see. Is that okay? I'm not entirely sure. That seems quite tight. Although it is only supposed to be a yard. Let's put some locos down with some cars and see what the curve is like. It's based in America, and the year is 1930s, 1940s. Okay, is it a passenger mostly or mostly freight? I'm guessing probably mostly freight. Is it supposed to be in the west or in the east? Where are these locos? Alright, the Camelback. There was one over here. Because it might be, if it's in the west, or even, actually, the funny thing is, even if it's not in the west, a good idea might be to put Pacific in the name, because I know that there were quite a few railroads that put the word Pacific in the name because they had aspirations of going all the way to the Pacific, even though very few of them actually did. Mix of passenger and freight, and it's based in Maine. Okay, so it is east. So then how about... How about the Atlantic or something? You could, yeah, Atlantic Northern Railroad could work. I think maybe, yeah, something to do with Atlantic might be good. West of the Mississippi, something Pacific. East of the Mississippi, name of the original cities, City 1 and City 2. That sounds like it makes sense. Yeah, we're thinking about there are a lot of railroads that have those sorts of names. Okay, let's put some of these reefers behind it. I'm not sure if these are typical for the era, but just lengthwise, just to see what the curves are like. Confirm, I like the Atlantic. Yeah, so did the Fat Controller. I'm in the eastern part of Maine. Oh, wait, I need to put on the switches manually, because ever since I updated to Service Pack 5, I've been getting some dodgy automatic switch placements. So I've switched the automatic switch placement off, which does mean that I've got to remember to manually place them. Atlantic Eastern Railroad? I don't know. Okay, that was already switched the correct way. Although, actually, I probably shouldn't use these levers right away, because otherwise I may use the wrong ones and then forget about it because they already look right. This one is the one I want. Here is a family ordered in Atlantic. A 442, not a 460. Good to know you're getting the references. Actually, that looks pretty alright, curve-wise. Considering it's only small locos that are going to be going over this bit. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And I think I'm going to put this train over on the bit of the main line that we've got currently, so that I can use it for measuring stuff later if I need to. Okay, so that's going to connect on both sides, and this is not, because otherwise, yeah, that would be a bit too sharp a curve. Okay, let's figure out where I want to have the other industries first, and before we do any of the detailing and scenery work. So we've got, I think I already removed the oil thing. Okay, good. So coal loading, that's an important one, because this is where we're going to get our coal from on the map. Which reminds me, I might want to go around adding a few coal unloading areas on some of the industries. That's a thought for a future time. Let's go fly kite. No, let's extend this straight a bit. So I think I want this to continue like that. Eastern Atlantic and Bangor Railroad. Is Bangor a town, I'm assuming? Bangor and Holton Railroad. And Cranewood Eastern Railroad. Oh, it's the capital of Maine. So if that is true, then I guess that I guessed correct. If I'm correct in that guess. Okay, so what I want now is what is it called? The coal elevator thing. It's just, I think, or maybe conveyor. These are the mine ones, question mark? Yeah. Pulp mill I don't need at this point. That is a bit too small for what I need. There is this one. Maybe. But I thought I want... There's another one that has... It's kind of a vertical shaft with a coal pile around it. I'm not sure what it's called. Maybe if I just look for coal. Not cowl, coal. Let's go through this. And Bangor is a city about 2 hours away from where I'm at. Oh, congratulations. Alright, Augusta is the capital. We're animani, totally insane, Bangor mani, animaniacs. Those are the facts. What's this? An interesting building which I may use later, so I'll place that over there. Over there, yes. Actually, maybe some of these... Actually, yeah, I'm probably going to need to have an actual coal tipple here. I might go back to the yard and find which object I'd placed there, because that might also work for this here. Railroad that originally connected a city on coast and a city inland. Bangor and Holton, for example. Sounds very nice. Yeah, I like it. At least you haven't redecorated. Hold on, this has... How does this... This is coal loader barge. Oh, this is... I see. So you can load coal into a barge from this thing. Nice, but not needed at this point. I'll draw up a map and put it by the ocean. Nice. That is why many original American railroads were formed. That is true. And the same goes for railways in the UK as well, where you've got quite a lot of them have London in the name. I don't know why you're getting yourself confused either. It's all generally very confusing. I think this is the one I wanted. Coal stacker. I'm not sure which I prefer. Let's see about the... Ooh, actually this one might be useful. Except I can only rotate that 180 degrees, so no, that one is not useful. Let's go look, because of the tipple. Let's have a look at the tipples that are available. Okay, yeah, like the London, Hull and Kingston Railway, shall I don't get the reference, if that is a reference I'm supposed to get, sorry. It would be a pretty big railway for UK standards. Oh, here it is. Maybe. Although that seems a little too large. I'll try. DNA Worry. Oh, is it a Scottish reference? Okay, so the coal area is going to need, well, it's going to need a large area. So let's see. We have got this area over here, but I think I'm just going to put warehouses and stuff like that in here, especially because there's not really a good place to load stuff from that point. So maybe having it over here would work. Although, no, this one is for unloading coal from a train, so that's not going to work. Let's just look for tipple. Mine tipple. Whipple. Mine tipple whipple, it's what it's called. Maybe that would work. I think that looks quite nice. Then there's also this one. What's the difference? Summerlee, and the other one's called Whipple. Is it a different name on the thing? I can't see what the difference is. Nope, still can't see the difference. I know there's a railroad called Vanguard Roostok. Arrival, I see. Hey, hello, yes. Not sure which one is better. Hold on, what's the... They're from the same author. And this one has a lower asset... Actually, a higher asset number, so it's a later asset. So I'm probably going to use that one. Okay. Oh, we've got an EMT version of it as well, which doesn't have the labels. I think I'm going to use that one instead then. Let me just quickly look through the rest. And that was the rest. Okay, let's move the stuff back. So... let's see if we can have a coal ship or barge or whatever. I know there's this old asset. I'm not sure if this one works period-wise. Also, what sort of crane would be used? Probably one with those bucket, like one of those excavator shovel bucket things. Portland and Rumford. Rumford, I see. If I just search for bucket, what do I find? Bucket wheel excavator, not quite what I want. This is more like the thing that I want, but this is a bit too small and not quite stationary enough. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what would you search for to find that? Is it like a... like, is there a specific name for a attachment like that that I should maybe search for? Hold on. Is there like maybe a... let's see. One moment. Just kind of looking. Okay, for some reason that's not loading. Guess I'll just look for crane on the DLS and see what I can find. Steam shovel? That could work. Actually, maybe if I just look for shovel. I've only got these small ones. Yeah, these ones are not going to cut it. Come on. Okay. If I just look for shovel, what will I find? One moment, let me quickly switch that over. Enough. Hold on. No, okay. Okay, that's all the bucket wheel excavator stuff, which I don't need. Is it just called a clam bucket? Because that's, I think I've seen that twice now, that name, that word. Stationary bucket loader, perhaps that is what I need. Oh look, there's a Lanark mine bucket thing. Rust bucket. Just loading, downloading. Let me pause and replay that. Actually, how large is this asset? I can't see anymore. That may have been a bit large. No idea. Oh well, it's downloaded now. Let's have a look at... Well, if I look for barge, maybe there's like a barge crane or something like that. Maine and New Brunswick Railroad. MNBRR. All sorts of good names. A lot of them don't seem to have... Oh wait, they do have... Rail to barge coal transfer facility. That might be something. Trainz, how about shelfless keyword? Yeah, I can try. Just means that it's loading. Yeah, sure. Load. Load and land. Nope. Well, I downloaded some things. Let's see if any of them are useful. We've got this thing, which just looks a bit too small, I think. Yeah. I mean, that looks tiny. I mean, maybe if I moved it closer to there so that the platform is actually, so it's kind of like that. But no, that doesn't look good. That just looks way too small. We've got this facility, which again has only the 180 degree. And then we've got this thing, which honestly looks most promising so far, except that it's on tracks and it isn't stationary. Maybe if I moved it into the ground a bit. So maybe if I hid the tracks, so I pad it like, well, like that, so that it still looks like it can rotate around. Although that looks a little odd, doesn't it? Right. Roger. Yeah, I get the reference. Hey, the tiny excavator. Okay, steady, and contact. Engines to 0. Good. Cut the power. Try this. Ooh, that looks promising. Or you could land like KSP, where it's okay. Okay, slow down a bit. Okay, we've touched down quickly. Press the button. No. Oh, I've accidentally put the throttle to 100% again. Okay, guess I've got to wait until it comes back down again. Make concrete pedestal for it? Perhaps, I don't know. There was an old railroad called the Eagle Lake and Western Branch, which it was near Ellsworth. Ellsworth? Isn't that in the UK somewhere, Ellsworth? Sounds like it. Actually, let's have a look. Barge coal unloading. Hello, no time indeed. Building a port. And I'm trying to get a crane that looks like it could feasibly unload a coal barge. Yeah, I mean, maybe this one is good enough. Maybe if I'd moved this one into the ground a bit instead. Like that. Maybe that could work. Because the yellow one, even though it looks great and highly detailed, it just looks a bit too boxy. But I think this one might work. But just have it kind of there. Maybe a couple more of it. There are 2 Ellsworths in Maine and UK. Ellsworth Sodor? Is it also on Sodor? Question mark? I know Ellsbridge is. Wait, no, that's Ellsbridge, yes. How are you, no time? Grabby. Okay, then, where would they put that? I guess maybe we don't even need a tipple. Although I suppose it depends. Because... You're fine. Good, good. So, I mean, like for example, I could put a track here, and that's the loading track. Like the cranes just unload from the barge directly onto the train. But that means that for the barge to finish its job here, trains would have to be available here. And I guess that could work if I have a yard over here with some tracks that house empty hoppers, empty coal hoppers. Then I wouldn't need a large area for storing coal up here. Does that sound realistic? Like, is that a thing that was realistically done that way? Like to not have a coal storage area at a port, but just have it be transferred directly from barge to rail? Or is that unrealistic? Okay. Right. Yes, I know, I've deliberately spelled flower that way. I suppose I don't really see any reason why it would be unrealistic at the moment, as long as there is enough of a supply of empty cars here. Because at that point, you might as well just store it in the cars. One moment. There's someone at the door. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Wait, what day is it? Oh, it's the 3rd of August again. Hold on, there was a thing. It's gonna happen. 1 minute, I need to quickly write down not to cross the street tomorrow at 7 p.m. 1 moment. Okay. Oh, and yeah, there we go. Sorry, just had to write some notes so don't forget what not to do tomorrow. Okay. Right, so I was about to go grab a multiple industry, I think. Wait, what was actually going on? That was what was going on, yes? It's a doctor waiting you to go on an adventure? No, totally not. I don't know what gave you that idea. Odd, I heard some strange sounds coming from across the street as well. Run! Run for your life! What's that for? Need any help? No, everything's good. Okay, so let's get multiple industry. I suppose it would have been quicker just searching for it. What is going on? There totally wasn't a time-traveling individual with 2 hearts waiting out there. We totally didn't see the future. Run and remember. Ah, yes. Let's just make sure that this is actually somewhat parallel. The real question is, what is going off? This stream in about an hour or so, I'd say. That's odd. Why is that going beneath the ground like that? Oh, of course, because the bridge is a bit elevated. Ah, that makes sense. I think I'm just going to leave it like this in that case. Actually, no. I'm not. I'm going to take this and increase... actually, I'm going to put in a little straight bit of track here. Hey, who turned out the lights? Well, at least you'll have plenty to read. Oh, sorry, no. That would be spoilers. Yes, the good old 0.000001 elevation messing it all up. No, it's actually because the lift bridge is... it has to come up over the edge of this key, and that's why it's a bit elevated. But, yeah. I do get that. Okay, so... in that case... if that is the loading track, we're going to need to have the main, I say main, the through line. I guess it would be, yeah, the non-siding coming through that like that. And then actually it would probably be going around a curve somewhere here. So maybe have a curve like this or something. Then have that join in there. And then we're going to need sidings to store the empties. I think probably over here would actually be good. We'd need another thing connecting it, which would most likely just come off here, because then we wouldn't have to use the to get the lift bridge down. Did you use Trainz DM for terrain? Nope, I made it all by hand. Thank you, though. The fact that it can be mistaken for actual terrain is a good sign. Actually, was that the right one I wanted to move, or was it the other one? I think it was the other one. Hold on. Yeah, it's just something like that. And then that can probably go up to there, because I'll likely want to have either a road or something coming along this way. So we'll leave enough space for that. And then do I want to just put in a... I don't know. I think I'll do it manually. Don't know. My judgment is at a person getting up at 4 AM for 8 hours of work level. Oh, I see. Strange, why is the gap here smaller than there? The dots are actually... I suppose that is more central like that. See, the old smoke rising round the bend. I reckon that she gonna meet her friends. Oh, that's the song. Smoke rising round the bend. I reckon she's gonna meet her friend. Isn't that from... isn't that the Wabash Cannonball? Hold up, I gotta get a water. Gotta get a bit of water. Gotta get that sweet money. I see. I don't recommend eating it, but sure, if you really want to. I think 3 tracks is probably enough. ATSF song. Oh. Oh, right. Yeah, it's the one where they... It's like... another bit is the list of passengers is pretty long and they all got a thing at Brown's Hotel or something like that. I know the song. Cue canned laughter. I'm building a 1-to-1 route actually. Ooh, where? Also, I think I am probably going to use a more deliberately straightened bit of track for this. Just sort of goes up to there. Just so that it doesn't look as wobbly. Wait, what? Did that actually connect or not? Yes, good. Hold on, that's not a good sign if it takes this long to update. Yeah, I think I'll save my route in a moment. It's good old steam and oil on the Santa Fe. I think that's what it's called. Ah, whereabout is it? Who knows? Who knows? You know where when the time comes, the 3-5 years the best with my motivation and uni. Ah, I see. I don't want to spoil anything since I've barely done anything. Yeah, I don't want to get people's hopes up for a project if you don't know if you'll finish it. A lot of game developers made that mistake. Okay, so roughly how many cars do we think we can put in there? Hold on, let me go get some of those hoppers from over here. I think those can be, yeah, those will be good for coal as well. When when it comes out question. Ah, right. Right, well, I'm wishing for the best of luck. Okay, so this is going to hold about, well, pretty much 30 exactly, by the looks of things. Maybe 31. Seems a little on the small side. Maybe, sorry, maybe I can extend these a little bit more. That should be enough for maybe 3 or 6 more cars. If I extend it to maybe like there. Yeah, I've seen that one many times. Eliza, your ship is an Origin 890 jump, isn't it? How big is the landing bay? Will it hold an anvil F7A Hornet? A Drape Cutlass? I have no idea. Can't have an F7A without FCB. Okay, so hold on. I'll get one of the roads that I'll probably use here. I think I'm going to use this one quite a bit. Different F7A, yeah. So I think, yeah, if this road, look at that, there's plenty of space for it to fit through here. Like just width-wise. I'm probably going to use more painted on roads, like with the actual road markings, splines and things like that. Then maybe something like that, if I want some a small warehouse or something there, perhaps. In which case it looks like I can extend these still a little bit more. And remember to put the switches down so I don't forget. Okay, so now we have the loading line there. We've got the main line. I'm still not sure if that term actually probably applies to this, since it's technically within yard limits. The through line. Then we've got 3 sidings there. Maybe I should put on a 4th siding. After all, well, actually, I don't know. I do need to save space for the coach yard as well. Okay, yeah. Courtyard next to the dockyard. Or next to the helipad, of course. I think that's probably going to be enough storage space here. Let's quickly measure out how many cars would go in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, sure. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 29 is a bit close there, but there is a bit of space back here that could still be used if the trains would allow me to push it back a bit more. Wait, how many was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that would be 28, 29, yes. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, like 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. So yeah, about 53 cars. 53 cars can fit in here. I think that's enough. I have had an Anvil F7A Hornet Ultra Cutlass for almost 10 years now. Planes, I'm guessing? And the game is still in alpha. Spacecraft. Ah. Insert Citizen. Oh. Never played the game myself. No. I haven't even had I hadn't even heard of the spacecraft before you mentioned them. Some of the early ones from almost 10 years ago. That's, yeah. That is Star Citizen. Okay, I think that's good. Let's see. How much can each one of these load? 55, 750. 55, 750, and I guess that is in units. Okay. 1 moment. Okay. 1 moment. Okay, so that would be 2787. Okay. 2787500 for 50. Yeah, for 50 cars, if we want to load 50 cars here before it's drained. Although I don't think I want to go that far. Maybe 30 cars. Yeah, so we've got like 20 spaces left. Maybe even less than that. Oh, maybe. That's 1,672,500. 1,672,500. And that, yeah, that's units. Okay. So that is 55750. Hold on, that's tons. Please switch that over to items. And then 55750. And then I can switch it back to tons. 48 tons, okay. So every how many seconds do I want it to fill up another car? If we say an average train length of maybe 30 cars, since that's the maximum we can store here. Maybe, no, I think half an hour would be... Yeah, because that would be a car a minute. Maybe a car every 1.5 minutes. So if I set that to 90 seconds, then that should theoretically work. We'll see. There are so many industries on this map that I haven't set up yet, so we can always fix things later. Sounds like they've been good companions. Unfortunately, after 10 years, the game is still early alpha. Yeah. Guys, ever heard of Railroads Online? I have. I've not played it myself, mainly because it's quite expensive for me at the moment. And it's Windows only, so there's no guarantee that it would work with my virtual machine, especially since Unreal Engine games, which I think that is an Unreal Engine game, tend to not really run well for me on my virtual machine. BeamNG Drive, for example, is also still alpha, even though it's been released on Steam in 2015. Also forgot to tell you, I started a new invasion in Arma 6. I'm not that interested in that myself. Even earlier on the website, I believe. Yeah. The first operation went interesting. Haven't bothered to try playing it in several years, as it seems more and more like it is going to be vaporware. Definitely not going to be good to invest in it anymore. Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable decision. That does seem like a sensible decision. There you go. It originally sounded like a really good concept, but has turned into a big disappointment. Gotta get yourself a real computer. How does Eastern and Atlantic... Calais? Railroad sound. Calais? Calais? I'm not sure how it's pronounced, if it's a US city or town. Yeah, Railroads Online was Unity first, but it is UE4. Wouldn't Maine be Western Atlantic? Eastern Atlantic would be off the coast of Europe. Who knows? Maybe they've got a tunnel over. Anyway, so now that that's been sorted, let's sort this. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have any sort of stuff like that. So let's put coal unloading. Let's remove that. So we've got the coal area over here. Ultra Western. Okay. I can recommend Back to the Future 3. Okay, cement. Right. So, here's a question. Would cement really be transported by barge? Hold on. Not really what I was looking for. Concrete ships are built of steel, blah blah blah. Oh, I see. No, that's not really what I meant. The stream is scheduled to end at 10. Actually, hold on. I'll quickly go over to this screen because there may be a link for a video that might be useful. One moment. Don't want to show that on stream, just in case. Actually, no, it does look like the cement is being... Yeah, if you look here. Yeah, the barge is being loaded with cement. Interesting. Okay, so this is a realistic thing. And then it's covered up, of course. You wouldn't want rain to get in there. No. Well, the cement wouldn't be activated. But yeah, look at that. So it's like, it's basically just a hose. Sure, good. So it looks like we might be able to reuse these for that. Either that, or maybe these ones. Because the hose did look remarkably similar to that. I think I'll probably use these ones, actually. Okay, bye-bye. Have a fun time. Yeah, 3 minutes at about 50 minutes. It's just... Channel, Atlant Tunnel. It's a work surprisingly well, I've heard. Yeah, those were cheap war transports. Yep. Ships made of cement or concrete. Although I would imagine that they probably wouldn't be as robust as steel ships. Concrete transports. Ships actually made of concrete, yeah. Well, right, you got that. Yep, be back, sure. He's actually looking for barges carrying powdered dry cement. Yes. Not ships made of cement, concrete. Yeah, that's... I accidentally found them, the ones that are made of cement or concrete, whereas I was actually looking to see if ships or barges carrying concrete or cement would be a realistic thing. Okay, I think that's good. Now, if we've got... Oop, hold on, don't know what happened there. If we've got the oil stuff being unloaded here, maybe we could utilize this little area for that. What's this rotation? 132, good. Although, thinking about it, I don't think there's enough space over here, really. I guess I could maybe have this as one of the industries that's over here, if it is just smaller barges coming in here. That might work. because the concrete thing isn't supposed to be a main export here, a main thing that's transported. So having it be smaller barges coming in there might work quite well. Although, actually, I do want to quickly have a look at barge again. Export here. Come on. Because I thought there were some covered barges. Barge grain open cover. Nope. Yeah, like these ones. Short boat. Oops. Yeah, like this one that's covered up. Or maybe that's a bit too small. Seems a bit too small. The Exportier, DS9, Season 1, Episode 8. Really? What is this? No, it's the small one again. Season 8, Episode 1, sorry. I read it right, I just said it wrong. These ones look promising. SAP Barge 1 PBR. Actually, I'll download the other two as well. A cargo shuttle that holds cement? No. Maybe the export, maybe the cement is mostly going towards some more towns a bit further upstream, upriver, and there aren't any bridges that are convenient, so maybe that's why this is the most efficient way of doing it. Who knows? Come on, should be finished relatively soon. Actually, one moment, gotta check something. Did I... one moment. Did I post the... Yes, I did, good. Everything's okay, never mind. Okay, so, load, please. Oops, that was the same switch twice. Oh, that was the wrong filter. I wanted today. I mean, that definitely looks more like the sort of thing that I was going for, but at the same time it looks a bit too large for this. Although I suppose to come in like that, there is quite a bit of space here, thinking about it. It just looks a bit large for this. Although this probably would have a tugboat or something next to it. Also, it probably wouldn't be covered up yet if it's being loaded. So, a large barge. Perhaps, who knows? Yeah, it does look a bit large. Maybe there's a more appropriate one. Although, I doubt it. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's one. Or maybe this one, ore barge unloaded. Oh wait, is that a... that's a train. Although maybe that isn't the worst thing. Maybe I can make that work. Hauling cement would be a barge with covers to keep cement from getting wet. Yes. But with the video that I looked at, they were loading the cement powder in when it was open, and then putting in on the covers afterwards, on the video that I saw. And I have a little switcher, 10 cents. Oh, that's still too low. Maybe that would be a better size. I'll move that one out here, just in case I need it. Okay. Can't really fit two there. Gotta extend this a bit. Hold on, this is a little annoying if you don't, since you have to position them properly. You'd have to know the scale, but that's a bit difficult to tell like this. That could work. Right. Hauling cement would be a barge. Yeah, sorry, that. This is Tugs. That sounds like better. Tugs like the TV show. Yes, indeedy. Thomas and Friends sister show made by David Milton and Robert Cardona. Anyone say tag? Okay. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I really like it myself. I did! Where's the face, though? Maybe they saved it. Actually, that might even work a bit better over here. Does that look like coal? No, not really. Looks more like dirt. Either that or manure. But I don't think that manure is really being shipped by barge much. Just remember that. Wait, didn't we? Yeah, we already used this one up by the lake. Okay, so then we need an unloading area for the cement. In the Back to the Future franchise, I could very well imagine manure being openly shipped by barge. Yeah. Never heard of that one. Big Mac? Tugs? So if I have that placed there, that might work. Because I'd really like to have the actual unloading process happen in an enclosed space, so that there isn't... Although I suppose I was thinking about just dumping it, but thinking about it, considering that grain was unloaded with hoses, maybe powdered cement would also be. That would seem reasonable. So maybe if I put some of those pumps next to it, that would probably work. I'd have to inspect the... Actually, let's do that now. Let's have a look at the cars again that we'd be using. And do these have... No, they definitely do look like it's just meant for dumping out the bottom. Because the other cars that... Although I suppose maybe these little bits there are meant to be the attachment points for hoses or things like that. Maybe? Maybe not? Might need to look up some reference material. My son had the first 5 or 6 seasons of Thomas VHS and watched them over and over until the tapes were out. Well, yeah, the first 6 or so seasons, or 7 seasons, are very charming. Well, I'm a work on the route I was thinking about. Go have fun with that. You know, you made a great, pretty much all-encompassing documentary video about tugs. Okay, well, let's have a quick look. I enjoyed them too. Good. I wonder. No, it does genuinely just look like it just gets dumped out of the bottom. It looks like there's a special thing to catch it, though, with it being pumped out with a pipe. Interesting. I have a lot of Thomas the Tank Engine, and I watched every episode. So when I was listening to the seasons, I could just picture it in my head. Yeah. Ringo and George Carlin. Oh, because of course the the American narration. Okay, so let's see. What if I just... I mean, the easy way of doing this would be to use the same grate, basically, that I was using for the gravel here. But, of course, that doesn't really work, considering that the hoppers unload straight down. Although maybe it would be close enough. Who knows? Although we'll probably be using the limestone one. Sure, head home in that case. Of course, I'd replace the tracks. Then maybe if I put a through warehouse type thing over it, maybe you wouldn't really notice that it doesn't line up perfectly. Wait, that's the wrong bit. Didn't I have a... I guess I didn't have a thing like that here. I thought I did. Oh, maybe it was in the city. Come on. Load in. Maybe... No, that's too big. I think I'll just have to search for it manually. Actually, what if I just look for unload? Yeah, I was thinking of something like that, actually. Although not exactly this, but something like that. Maybe that. Although that's with a platform. Although I suppose maybe that could work. Maybe if I used the smaller multiple industries object. And then maybe use like an ash pan or something underneath there instead. Yeah. Yes, Shardite. Seasons 1 to 7 were the ones that David Milton had been involved with. 8 to 11 were still right and were made with models. But the stories had been considerably dumbed down, the majority following the 3 strikes formula. Same with season 12, but this marked the start of the transition to CGI, so they had CGI faces over the models. Season 13 plus was full CGI. Yeah, which 1 to 7? 1 to 7, the originals, yeah, they're the best. That is an interesting asset, which is not needed currently. Yeah, see, this is... Hold on, what does this do? Yeah, it produces coal and iron. Like, this would be great. Like, actually, if I set that to 0, the iron part. Yeah, the piles don't go away. What about this? Bit too large. Let's just quickly go through these ones and then I'll continue. Ah, this is what I need. Unloading rate. Although I'll probably need to use a different track, which is not going to be easy. Although maybe if I used the... Maybe if I used the smaller multiple industries. Like the short track version. Alright, I just put it on the temp block layer, of course. Yeah, that doesn't bode well when it can't even load a bit of track in properly. Come on. Unloading rate. Well, that's just great. Yes, yes, of course. Now I need to put... Not that. Actually, is this? Huh. Apparently the collider of this does work properly. Nice. Yeah, like that. I think that works quite well. Of course, now I can't click on the other thing again. But an easy way to get around it is put those on the temp block layer, and then if I turn the temp block layer, if I hide it, if I turn it off, then I can access this. So I'll just put cement in there, but I'm not really going to set it up yet because I have no idea what sort of numbers I want to be transporting yet. I'll have to go through all of the industries afterwards and then figure out what numbers I want for these things. Anyway, this needs to carry along. Carry on, even. And then, hold on. This line needs to carry on. I don't know if I want it to go Because I do want it to link back up here somewhere. But I'm not sure if I want to keep the gap. I think I do for now. I think that I do. Because we've still got quite a few industries to place down here still. Okay, so then having this connect up to about there, I'd say. And then we might even be able to have a siding going between here. Maybe up to there. And then I'll make that connect up in here. Maybe a little bit further down. Maybe like that. Stream title, yes, MVR rebuilding. I guess I had seasons 1 to 4 with 1 to 4, 2 with Ringo and 2 with George. Shining Time Station. Oh yeah, because that's how they did that in the US. I only found that out fairly recently, and I think that is so strange. Knowing the British version of the original version of the show. We might be able to squeeze in 2 sidings here, but I think 1 is enough. It'll give a little bit more of a different feeling if there's a little bit more space over on that bit. Helper? There we go. Yeah, that's so weird. Look at that. It's like the rotation at just at one point suddenly disappears like this. That never used to happen before Service Pack 5. Hold on, if I turn the rendered objects behind camera on, does it still happen? No. No, it does not. No, it does not happen, basically. Maybe it's connected with the sun, like with what's wrong with the sun, with the angles of that, somehow. Okay, so yeah, a train coming in here, unloading would likely, well, it depends. If the train doesn't go straight back up to the sidings up here for the yard, and to put them there, the empties, we'll probably go this way around and then unload them and then back into here. Also, it might just be worth having another track paralleling this one for this bit. We might be able to put in a another industry or something there. Plus, this could be useful as a track, like a lead of sorts, so that the through line, the loop line, doesn't have to be fouled when the train wants to switch. When a team wants to switch some empties into the siding. That's what I meant. For some reason I just found it a bit difficult finding the words for it. Do all these have switches? No. For information, T minus 16 and counting. Thank you very much. Which Brit-Allcroft then later, in the year 2000, took as a basis for Thomas and the Metric Railroad. Of course, all the UK viewers had no idea what the whole Shining Time station was about. Mr. Conductor, Stacey Jones, etc. Yeah, I mean, at the time, when I first saw that, I think that I just thought that it was a crossover between a US show, like a US children's show that had nothing to do with Thomas the Tank Engine, and Thomas the Tank Engine. Kind of like if there were a crossover between Star Wars and Star Trek, in that way. But yeah. Also, only found out about what the Shining Time Station series was a few months back. Same. Okay, so that's the cement stuff, and delete that. Now, I do not want, contrary to semi-popular belief, want to unload or load intermodal stuff onto barges. It was the US adaptation of the original on public television here. Yes, I'm aware of that now. Although I wasn't for a long, long time. Let's see, up here, I think these, is this to load or unload intermodal stuff? The answer is this loads in. Okay, so we load stuff here, which means that full trains are going to come down the hill. Plus also maybe stuff coming from other directions. And then it's going to be unloaded down here. Also, although, is it? Does that make sense? Because I do want to have the majority of the intermodal stuff that comes down from over here be unloaded at a large-ish intermodal yard in the city, by the industrial area somewhere there. So if I want that, then perhaps it would be better to have this be an intermodal loading facility as well. So we have two loading facilities. Of course, if we had two unloading facilities, then loaded trains coming from up here might use this little yard over here, the Blackberry Sidings, over by the sugar plantation, to drop off some of those intermodal cars, which then other trains coming back the other way anyway could pick up and then deliver over here to unload. If those were both loading places, then we would lose that potential operation. Okay, I think I am going to make this an unloading place. So I'm going to quickly rename the thing intermodal unloading. Okay. No, not unloading. Sorry. Wait. It should be loading. My mistake. Wait, no. Unloading is correct. Sorry, I confused myself. Anyway. Yeah, because we did decide to have them be different, not the same. That makes sense. Okay. A standalone family sitcom with the Thomas the Tank Engine stories being told to the child characters. Oh, that's a nice name. Blackberry sightings. Not to be confused with blueberry sightings or raspberry sightings. Yes. Or banana sightings, because bananas, aren't bananas technically berries? Yes. Kiwi too. So we're just gonna toss gooseberry sightings under the table. Yes, so then we can step on it later, unfortunately. But strawberries aren't. Yes. Okay, so... I think I'm going to put in the intermodal thing next, because that is going to require a large area. I think having it be in here somewhere might be good. I'm actually quickly going to... Actually, am I? I was going to quickly go grab the other texture so we can draw it in. I think that's a good idea. Even if we might end up replacing the texture afterwards with maybe more of a cement or something like that, or asphalt. It might be good just to use any texture like that to draw it in. So I would like to have some warehouses there, and then probably also have some warehouses along here. Then maybe have this go down to there, along here, and then up like that. And then up like this. Or something like this at least. And have that be the area dedicated to the intermodal facility, like the trucks and things like that. Whose schedule? Alright, sorry. Yo, what's up? I'm back. What's the schedule for the week streams? Yeah, whose schedule, Trainz? If you mean my schedule, well, there is, so most of the stuff should be on the schedules page, but I can quickly say it. So Monday is at the moment Minecraft, even though technically it's miscellaneous, but we're having so much fun with Minecraft that it's kind of become a Minecraft slot. Tuesday is nothing. Wednesday, as today, is Trainz live stream. Then Thursday might be a collab with Kango Fango. Depends on what Kango Fango streams. Thursday is Transport Fever 2 at the moment. And Friday... No, wait. Friday. Sorry, Thursday is Kango stuff. My mistake. Friday is the Transport Fever 2. In my mind, I had gone over, but then I thought of Star Trek Pathos, but that's over. So yeah, Thursday is the... Like, it's... The way I said it originally is fine. So, let me start over. Monday is Minecraft. Tuesday is nothing. Wednesday is Trainz. Thursday might be something with Kango. Then Friday is Transport Fever 2 at the moment. And Saturday is Trainz again. And Sunday usually is multiplayer with Kango Fango. Like the Euro Truck, American Truck, maybe sometimes Trainz as well. I think we're going to do, yeah, Trainz multiplayer this Sunday perhaps. Yeah. Mulberry, strawberry, blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, gooseberry, loganberry. Yes. Bilberry too? Yeah. Any kind of XXX berry. Any more Madrona? Well, I would love to, and I know Kango would love to as well. Not sure if Emichu will have the time this week. Or the energy for that matter. Okay, so let's put down the multiple industry. I suppose it would make sense if the multiple industry were over here someplace, because this is where there's enough, well, the most space to maneuver around, I think. Although it is a bit of a shame that this is on a curve and the multiple industry can't be on a curve. Yes, I know I could use the smaller one to make it fit a little bit better, but then it would take ages to load stuff. Let's actually get the crane I used over here, and let's see what sort of size would fit with that. Yeah, it does look like it's just the normal multiple industry length that really would fit with it. Unless I went with a different kind of loading. But no, I thought that would take even longer. Although I suppose since the crane is straight, it makes sense for the loading thing to be straight as well. Put that on temp locked. Then move this over a bit to about there. Is that rotation right? Hold on. Yep, looks right. When do we play more Madrona? Oh, when we do play more Madrona, we'll be heading to Seashore. Ooh, will there be seashells? Ooh, will there be a Roman army collecting them instead of invading Britain? If you get the reference, congratulations. Okay, and then this needs to be fairly long, I'd say. Yeah, I think we're going to have to extend this a bit further as well. Will there be a Shelley who sells those seashells by the seashore? Perhaps. Ha 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 ha. Seashore? Wouldn't that be Sandrunner? Hey, there are muddy seashores. They're called swamps. Well, river deltas anyway. No, like mangrove swamps that go into salt water. Right? In Bangladesh. Okay, then I can extend this over here. And I might even be able to then add another little multiple industry onto this. Who knows? Having this one come into there. Yeah, I meant maybe if I have a crossover here. And coming in from there. Connecting down to there. And then one going the other way as well. Like that. That needs to be straightened. Is that straightened still? The answer is yes. And that, yes. Yeah, if I do something like that, then with shorter intermodal trains slash cuts of cars, they could go over onto the loop line without messing with that. So theoretically, I could have like a little warehouse here for loading or unloading general goods or something as well. Oh, and we've just hit 10 o'clock. So let's get a curry. No, let's get a screenshot. And then let's end the stream. Also, Kango, are we still on for Trainz multiplayer this Sunday? Actually, let's just move this out of the way, even though it's temporary. If I look at it like this, it looks like we've barely done anything this stream. Because it visually looks very similar to what it looked like before. Even though we did get a lot of the track work in and things like that. Anyway. I think that'll be a good thumbnail anyway. Yeah, I'm already really excited about all the switching possibilities that will be available in this area. I'm also really liking the aesthetic so far. Not entirely sure what I'll do with this loop back here yet, because just having it be a track going around like that seems a little boring. Although I might just make it like a big passing loop, like a big like a siding that then connects in. Well, it'd have to connect in here somewhere. So then, yeah, bye-bye, make it school, bye-bye. Yeah. So then that would make it a bit more interesting. Plus it might be nice to have a bit of a more nature-y side thing over here, like maybe forest coming up against the tracks or things, something like that. So that even if you're switching, you're not just in an industrial area, there's also a little bit of greenery around. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So, it's just saving in the background. Then I'll read the stream and the stream chat, and then that'll hopefully be it. So, oh, it's finished. One minute, let me just close that. Right. Yeah, Dune Swamps. Once they revealed the title of SnowRunner, roughly 3 years after Mudrunner's release, people did start to joke about the name, jokingly proposing potential sequels like Sand Runner, Dune Runner, Rock Runner, Moon Runner. But yeah. Teacher, today we'll be visiting the Louisiana swamps. Okay. Swamp Runner maybe? Ooh, raise hand. Other gods. Ew, it's full of mosquitoes. I forgot to... Wait. This lies a teacher. Moonshine Runner. an entire different concept. Yes, Moonshine Runner would be something completely different. Yeah. Trainz was about to say, I'd love to do Trainz MP, but whether I'll be able to attend depends on how large a route I'd need to download disk-wise. Which would be a bit of a pity if it's your streaming slot and then you wouldn't be able to attend. That wouldn't seem fair. Fill it all in with grass to create the illusion of some more extensive progress. Nah. That would just be cheap and not very helpful later on. Loving the progress, thank you. Right, gotta go, yep. Bye-bye, yes. You're lifting off as well. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Yes, indeed. Bye-bye. Good night, everybody. Good night.